Welcome back, guys. It is Pun Factor here. Did I hit the record button? Of course I did. Um, we are going to continue this league of just getting slaughtered. We're just getting back into Value Town. I have not played Value Town in this new meta. So what I'm trying to do here is I want to stress test this list. I did have some success with this, but I was just playing it on and off, like rather casually. I didn't dive into too many leagues with the Eternal Witness sort of package, cutting the Remnant excavators, and then what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna go back to OG Gangster Value Town with Remnant excavators, maybe even an Azusa. We'll kind of shore up the land base or the mana package here, and because I did remember I was sort of dissecting this after our few games, and this is pretty much identical. I was running 4 Ghost Quarters and a Gavany. So really, all of my fetch lands are the same, and minus this Marsh Fletches because I don't have the other one, and we got a match. But anyway, the mana base was like identical to what I was running in the past. I don't know why we've been struggling so bad. This hand is just garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. All interaction, no action. This is better. We'll keep this and we will throw away a forest here. Let's see what we're up against. This is a slower hand, but we have a voice. It looks like Storm. No. Okay. Prowess. The Courser's going to be pretty nice. Pretty nice here. We're going to take this opportunity to get that in tapped. We'll play a voice. We have no problems trading. Or not trading, but chump blocking with the voice. Oh, wow. No, we definitely... Bird's just a little bit too late here. Let's get our voice down. We don't really need to hit, accelerate into a company. That's awesome. We'll take 2 tokens. I am good with that. I bet you our opponent is kicking themselves in the head right now. So one really rad thing too, a Bird of Paradise represents +1/+1 to these elementals, which is nice. Yeah, I'm going to double block here. That's fine. That's not going to our face. So there's a knight. Excuse me. So we're just going to go ahead. We're going to get our Courser down. Path on top, which is fantastic. This Soulscar Mage. This turn, I was going to say, this turn might be a little bit brutal. I'm going to let this happen. Okay, that's fine. It looks like they're getting stuck on lands here. What do we want to do? The only problem with playing Knight right now is it can just die to a bolt. Um, We could company, or we could also hold up Path to Exile that they know about. How do we want to go about this? I don't like Knight just dying to a Bolt. Well, we're definitely going to play the land, gain the life. You know what, though? If... Yeah, we're going to swing here. If they kill our knight, or, you know, they go for our knight, it's not going to our face. So that's okay. Metamorphose. I probably shouldn't have swung. But we do have the Path to Exile here. And we definitely want to get rid of that Soul Scar Mage. If we can. 2 less to cast if you've... Ooh. No, it looks like we're going to have to path that, unfortunately. Because it's also CMC 5, so Skyclave doesn't hit it. Okay, good. They don't have anything. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this. Experiencing a little bit of lag. And now our knight, we can do a lot of crazy tricks with it. So we'll be able to kind of keep it back. We can fetch up a Ghost Quarter on land. We can probably outgrow the majority of things that they're going to be able to throw at us. So this turn might just be a pass turn, maybe play out a bird, and then plan on Collected Company during their turn. No doubt. Tell you what, these cards, man, they're terrifying having to have prowess or having to have flying to deal with them, or path or something. It's scary. It's a lot of mana, and they can churn those things out for what, 2? What's the spell cost? Yeah, 3 less. That's such a good card. That's a great addition to the Prowess decks, for sure. I'm not sure what my opponent's doing here. Maybe they had to take a poop. But anyway, as I was saying earlier, you know, we didn't really change the mana base all that much. You know, we included the Blast Zone, Bajuka Bog, but you know, the old version was running 4 Ghost Quarters anyway, and a Gavany, so you kind of had, you know, your 5 utility lands. I could see maybe dropping like Blast Zone or Bog, maybe putting Bog in the sideboard, but dropping one of those and just adding in another forest. But I don't know. The mana base seems pretty okay for what we're trying to do. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we have on top of the library here. It's a land, which is perfect. So we're going to play the land off the top. It's a canopy. Part of me wants to like opponent is taking forever. Part of me wants to like Coco main phase, but I don't really see the point. I mean, they're probably going to stall out here. So I kind of feel like we can just hold up our path and Collected Company during their turn. I guess I could have played the bird out. It's sort of free. Because I'll probably want to just blow up a forest anyway. I'm going hand a doodle on this these cantrips. Manamorphose is such an awesome card. So I like Dabbled in Storm just for fun. And it's just such a rad card. So there's another big, scary dragon beast of death. Good thing we have the Path to Exile. And one beautiful thing, I mean, off of this Collected Company, we might just hit an Eternal Witness, which I'll immediately buy back a Path. Because obviously I can't really beat things that are flying in the air. Bedlam Reveler. Yeah, that's a card. Reveler's fine, though. I'm not overly concerned. The Stormwing is probably the thing we want to get rid of. Definitely. Because I can come up the ground pretty well. So, we'll block Soulscar. We'll plan on doing some shenanigans with Knight, just depending on what they do. I mean, it's going to bring Knight down pretty hard here. But I do need to get rid of that Soulscar Mage. Come on, opponent. What are we doing? What are we doing? What? My connection failed? That's silly. Hey, look. So go figure. A game we are doing well in, and we get kicked out. All right. Whoa. Relax there, Moto. Settle down. My computer's freaking out. Moto's going insane. Whoa. Settle. Catch up. Catch up, client. Okay. All right, so let's just go ahead, path this. We'll go ahead and search up a fetch land with Knight. Let's float there. Let's just float all this. Go ahead and snag a fetch. You know, Tracker's actually fine to Coco into. And what do we get here? Eternal Witness, Tracker, or another Knight. Let's go with E-Wit and another Knight. But you know what? No, let's do Tracker. And we actually have a Path to Exile on top of our library. So we might as well get back. So we're going to Path the Soul Scar. We might as well get back a Coco since we're going to be drawing Path. So we draw Path. Now we can be a little selective with our Wooded Foothills. And maybe I should have grabbed another Knight. I guess my thought process, though, I should have realized and saw that I had a Path to Exile on top of the deck. I wanted some card draw, card advantage. And I was anticipating on taking one of the Path to Exiles with Eternal Witness. But because we're drawing a Path, I figured we would just take another Coco just to kind of, go wide and tall. Just to shut down. I mean, once Soulscar Mage is gone, like, they're going to have a really difficult time. And I can also play out a Bird and get a Gavany Township and just start pumping the team, like, really, really drastically. Which actually just might be the plan. I might just play Bird. I'm not having connection issues, I don't think. Is my opponent? Like, because it's on his clock and nothing is, like, frozen. I don't know why our opponent's taking so long. Maybe they're, like, double queuing. I have no idea. But yeah, like, I could have gotten another Knight, and then I could have just grown the Knights to, like, stupid power and toughness, but having the tracker, being able to get essentially clues on demand with a Knight and a tracker out, like, I literally have the trio of quote-unquote value. And you'll notice, so, okay, so in this situation, Eternal Witness would have been a Ramanap Excavator. So, would that really have been... And actually, I might want to collect a company main here. So we're going to go Skyclave, Ewit. We're going to Skyclave the Soulscar Mage. We're going to Eternal Witness. I don't think I need a collected company. I think I want another Path. Just to keep this interaction going. Then we have a Noble. Shuffle that away. Let's actually untap that. Oh, Go ahead and pass turn. I mean, I guess I could have, like, pathed the Reveler, but I'm just nervous for the Flyers. Like, I want to make sure I have answers to them, and I'll just slowly grow the board. Like, I feel like we're in a pretty solid place that I don't think we have to worry about too much. So we'll start swinging in here shortly and getting them down. So this bolt is going to the tracker. Let's just go ahead and snag a couple more clues out of this. Courser's great. I almost wonder if I want another Courser. But let's just get some clues here. I'll get my last planes. There's a knight. And that's fine. Our tracker can die. Because we should be able to essentially get them down to top decking. And our knights are getting massive. So I'll get another knight down. Probably path this this Reveler. It's kind of the only thing that can block. That's fine. Metamorphose. Burst lightning. That hurts. Okay, so we're down to 11. I'm gonna have to path the Reveler probably. Oh, 13? Light up the stage. Okay. Mutagenic Growth and Lava Dart. Good thing we have two paths. Lava Dart here. That's fine. Lava Dart there. Okay. So no cards in hand. Mutagenic Growth. Path there. We can give them a 1/1. It's no big deal. And also put Skyclave in our yard. Just in case we hit an Eternal Witness and we have to deal with something. So here I'm just going to play out a knight. I'm going to swing with the 7/7 knight. Leave the other one back. Leave up path. Probably play a bird. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, play the bird. Leave up path. Yeah, seems fine. I guess this gave them a chump blocker. But I didn't want to waste both my paths in case they, bring out a flyer. So we're in a comfortable spot. I'm not too concerned. You know, I wonder, like, if you look at the sideboard. So, probably bring in, like, Knight of Autumn for maybe some life gain. Definitely the Forge Tenders just to be blockers. But do you bring in, like, Damping Sphere in this matchup? I'm trying to. I almost think you do. Um, just to kind of shut down those really nutty turns where they sort of like storm off. We'll have to see. I mean, Scavenging Ooze isn't an atrocious card in the 2-drop slot. So let's see here. Opponent, come on, buddy. So there's a Skews. Let's go ahead and play another Knight. Yeah, let's just swing in with one Knight here. Swinging in with both doesn't really change the math all that much because they'd be down to 12. I'm still looking at 2 turns regardless, so I would rather keep back the additional blockers. I know I'm going to play out the birds, but still, if they can somehow, like, I don't know, remove a bird, get a hasty threat, light up the stage, sort of like storm off. I mean, I know they don't have any more Metamorphose in their deck, but I'm just not familiar enough with the composition of these like newer Prowess decks. They can probably pull some crazy stuff out. Like Mutagenic Growth is sitting over here. I really wish our opponent would like move a little quicker, just so we can get through this game. Would be kind of nice. And actually, Ward texts me, so let me see what they need. What the heck is going on? I don't understand. Why is Magic being weird tonight? That is so frustrating, guys. I'm gonna wait for it to do the thing. Make some crackling noises. Okay, we kill the illusion, which we expected. We'll play out the bird, and then that'll just give us, you know, a chump blocker in the air or whatever, even though we have the backup path. We're going to draw into the Scavenging Ooze, which we'll just play and eat, you know, our creatures here. Eternal Witnesses, we have no interest in ever getting back. Tracker, I doubt we have an interest getting back. The Voice of Resurgence, we'll definitely keep the Skyclave in there just because it's interaction. Just in case we have to Eternal Witness it and get rid of like a Swift Spear or something. And yeah, Magic is taking a poop here. I mean, I'm connected. My internet doesn't suck. I don't know what's going on. But our timer's running low, and that's really upsetting. Because if we don't have time to finish these games because of like Moto being Moto and just being weird, I'm going to be very upset. Am I still recording? Yep, still recording. Half hour later. Come on, Moto, what the heck? Jesus. All right, let's see what our opponent has here. Maybe that's kind of what's going on with our opponent, which is why they're playing so slow. Maybe Moto's doing Moto things. Sounds about right. So, I don't know about Damping Sphere against them. Maybe. Archon of Emeria would probably be pretty good. Or, the Spirit, the Eidolon of the Rhetoric. That might also be pretty good against a deck like this. Eidolon has a big butt, too. Which would be pretty solid. Okay, so they get an Opt. They can still Mutagenic Growth. So they're essentially a 4/5. Opt. They're a 5/6. Okay. I was gonna say, let's see if they waste their hand here. Let's go ahead and path that and just swing in for lethal. Okay. So we definitely want Forge Tenders. I think Knight of Autumn would probably be pretty good. So Tracker's too slow. We don't want Tracker. I like Courser for life gain. If we're gonna keep Scavenging Ooze in, I prefer to keep the Dorks in. Do we want Damping Sphere? That's kind of the... I do like Voice of Resurgence, because it can get pretty huge. And it kind of makes them waste 2 spells to kill it. So I do like Voice. Plug it down to Skews. I like Eternal Witness because of our paths. Thing is, like, Knight doesn't... Yeah, it gains us 4 life. I mean, is a 4/3 good enough? We might just want a few of these. Get out on Scuses and maybe drop, like, a Noble. See how that kind of plays out. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure. But I do know, like, they're going to have a tough time. If we do land a Damping Sphere, they're probably going to have a pretty tough time playing creatures plus playing spells. Because even like their drakes and stuff, they have to play a spell and then they can cast the drake for 2. But like if they Manamorphose, it just doesn't work. Like they can't just Manamorphose, cantrip off into a drake. They'd have to pay an additional one. So it might not be too bad. Actually, Damping Sphere is probably pretty good against them. Now that I'm thinking about it a little bit more. But we'll see. This would be great if this Gavany Township was a Windswept Heath. But as it is, we have to maul it. This might actually be okay. It's a lot of mana. We will get rid of a dork. So do we play out? I think we play out the Forge Tender first. I mean, we don't have a hand that's trying to like ramp into anything. Chances are they're holding this up for a turn 1 dork on our end. Because if anyone, if you're familiar with playing against Value Town, it's, bolt the bird essentially and make them play on curve. If Value Town's playing on curve, we're already behind for the most part. So why don't we just go ahead and play out a Forge Tender here. That way, if they play like an early Prowess creature, we can just block it and it just doesn't matter. Now, one nice thing, there's an argument to have fetched there, because if we do get a knight, I guess we still have the opportunity to do it. If we do get a knight, you always want to play your knight out as a 4/4 at least against. Oh shit. All right, well, flying's a problem. Yep. You got it. Yep. Path would be amazing. Damping Sphere might not be atrocious either. Grab a forest here. Play out Damping Sphere, pass turn. Yeah, I think we're just dead here, guys. We don't have early enough interaction. I mean, they're down to 1 card. So if we find a path, I mean, we got to find a path like now. Another land. That's not at all what we want to see. We can at least play out some birds to try to stem the bleeding here. And we're just drawing into nothing but lands. I mean, that's a good sign. So we have to chump here. Just trying to buy ourselves some time to find this path to exile. Eternal Witness. It's Eternal Witness back a bird. Play a Temple Garden tapped. I'm keeping my Forge Tender back just because, like, in case they play like a Prowess creature. I don't want to be left getting hit with you know, something on the ground. Ghost Quarters, not what we want. Let's go ahead and play out a bird. Play out a Windswept. Attack for 2. You know, even if we could, like, even if we drew into a night, we bought ourselves enough time to get a Blast Zone cranking, but we're not drawing into, you know, Skyclave, Collected Company to try to hit Skyclave, you know, our Path to Exiles, Knight of the Reliquary. There's a lot of potential outs to this, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want to just like clock my opponent. I'm not trying to do that. It's just, you know, this line of, you know, we're just trying to buy ourselves draw steps, essentially. Attack for 2 here. And we are flooding out very hard. Lightning Bolt on the bird. I almost feel like we have to sack this. We could have saved our bird. That was actually dumb. Maybe well, no, it wouldn't have mattered because we were chump blocking anyway. Yeah, we were chump blocking anyway. Yeah, now it's getting pretty dire, guys. I think we pretty much just lose here. I'm not going to fetch because we've been drawing nothing but lands, so like maybe we'll rip something other than a land. I think it's too little too late, unfortunately. 6. Yeah, it's too little too late. Absolutely. All right, let's go to the next one. I don't mind Damping Sphere. I don't really think we want to bring in anything else. Just kind of run it back. All right, let's see here. Okay, this seems pretty good. Provided this dork survives. Let's see what happens. If not, it might be a little rough. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this might be a little rough now. All right, we are golden. Let's just go ahead and play that out. So, perfect. And a path, which is great. Let's go ahead and get our voice out. kind of hold back here. We're definitely holding these paths for flying threats that we can't deal with. Like that one. That's fine. We'll take the 1. Perfect. So we can either collected company or just like path this thing. I think I would rather play it a little safe here. Do this. Let's go ahead and path 1. Only because we're going to company here. And ideally we hit a an Eternal Witness. Or that. That is perfect as well. So why don't we just go ahead, swing. And then we're just going to Skyclave this dragon. Because why wouldn't we do that? And then we're basically, next turn, we're going to Coco. And we're going to hope that we hit an Eternal Witness, buy back a path. Burst Lightning, that's fine. Just doesn't matter because they get back crap. Like that just doesn't matter. They have another one? No, now that thing's terrifying. I don't like that. Because they can basically kill us out of nowhere with this card. Which is freaking scary. Coco here. Courser, Knight, Forge Tender. We're definitely going to go Knight. Courser. There's an Eternal Witness on the top. Just hold. So next turn we will be able to get rid of this dragon. So like, just don't kill us here and we're good. They might be able to. I don't know. But we do have Forge Tenders to sack. Light up the stage. Okay. So they're 5. Mutagenic Growth. So 7, 8. Soul Guide Lantern. 6, 7, 8. Okay. That sucks. That's really good for them. Yep. They might just pretty much get it here. Yep, that hurts real bad. Okay. We might not be able to do anything about this, unfortunately. We could play another Courser. Using Ghost Quarter. Is this where we want to be? We could play an Eternal Witness. Get back Ghost Quarter. If there's a land on the top, I would have played the Courser. But because there's not. Yup. Didn't even think about that. Swing in here. Yeah, they have another draw too, 2 cards. So something needs to go to face. Lava Dart. That's fine. I mean, kind of. Oh yeah, that's it. Man, what brutal games. That was pretty brutal. What are we gonna draw into? Land, Courser. Yeah, that was tough. Woof. Sorry about like all the delays, guys. That like went down to time. That game was way too long. Definitely tough. I can see though, wanting Damping Sphere against something like this, but honestly, I think overall, Archon of Emeria would be a better card in this instance. Where is... Do I even have... Oh, yeah, they're right there. It's a flyer. Yeah, each player can't cast more than 1 spell. That seems like a pretty sweet card against a deck like that. Well, guys, we are 0-3, which is a pretty fantastic record, I mean, if you're going to lose, you might as well be the best loser, But stay tuned for League Match 4. I'm going to play all the games, all 5 of them, and then we're going to kind of reevaluate the list, make some tweaks, make some adjustments, and we'll play another one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Punt Factor. Stay tuned for League Match 4.